Actually, people are talking about that the virus cannot be affected in hot countries or when we are above a certain level of Celsius, like 30 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Celsius. Is it true? What do you think
So
about it?
I used to think that was the case. And the problem is that's not really what we see because, for instance, y'all know Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks got the virus down in Australia. And Australia is obviously a warm weather country right now.
Warmer country.
And we see that with a few of the places like weather countries. So it doesn't appear that this is the same thing as a normal sort of virus where it would die out with the warm.
Okay, Priyanshu, do you want to ask anything? Priyanshu, can you hear me? You can say in Assamese, I will translate it. Yeah, you can say in Assamese, I will translate it.
শুনিছো ভাই কোৱা
মই দুটা কোৱেশ্চন সুধিব বিচাৰিছো সো তুমি ট্ৰান্সলেট কৰি দিবা ফাৰ্স্টটো হৈছে যে এনেকে যেহেতু এতিয়া আমাৰ ইন্ডিয়াত 31 মাৰ্চলৈকে বন্ধ দিছে ঠিক আছে ধৰি ললো এপ্ৰিললৈকে বন্ধ দিলে অকমান জটিল হোৱাৰ বাবে সো কেদিনমান আগত আমাৰ সন্মুখৰ যিখন দোকান আছে তাতে ক'লে যে খোৱা বস্তু কমি গৈছে যে যিমান পাৰে এতিয়া আনি থৈ দিও সো মই ক'ব খুজিছো যদি এপ্ৰিললৈকে বা তেনেকুৱা হয় খোৱাৰ নাটনিটো হ'বই সো তেওঁলোকৰ দেখতো তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ সমস্যা সৃষ্টি হৈছে নেকি যে খোৱা বোৱাত কিবা প্ৰবলেম হৈছে আৰু সেকেন্ড কোৱেশ্চনটো হৈছে যে আমি জানো যে ইণ্ডিয়াৰ বেছিভাগ লোক দৰিদ্ৰ সীমা ৰেখাৰ তলত সো যে আমাক সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া হওক যিকোনো প্লেটফৰ্মতে এটাই কৈ আছে মাস্ক পিন্ধা সোপ মানে সাবুন ইউজ কৰা ইমানবোৰ কথা কৈ আছে কিন্তু মোৰ কথাটো হ'ল যে যিটো মাস্কৰ দাম আছে আগতে মই যদি 20 টকাত কিনিছিলো এতিয়া হেতু হৈ পেলাই 100 টকা হ'লগে ঠিক তেনেদৰে কেদিনমান আগত ইটালী ডক্টৰজনে লিখিছে যে আমাৰ কৰোনা ভাইৰাছৰ মেইন মূল কাৰণটো হৈছে উশাহ নিশাহ লোৱা দিগদাৰ হয় যে তাত যিটো অক্সিজেনৰ সিলিন্ডাৰ আছে হেতু খুনতকেও বেছি দাম হ'বলৈ ধৰিছে সো সাধাৰণ পেশেন্টে ল'ব পৰা নাই আৰু তেওঁলোক বহুতো ডেথ কেছৰ মূলত কাৰণ হৈছে হেতু সো হেক তেওঁলোকৰ অপিনিয়নটো কিনো তেওঁলোকে যে হেতু ভাবে কি বুলি ভাবে যে দাম কমা উচিত নে তেওঁলোক স্বাৰ্থপৰ কৰিছে নে কি কৰিছে হেতু আসলে জানিব বিচাৰিছো
Okay, Daniel, my friend is asking me a question, both of you, to Sid and Daniel. Actually, he wants to know that in India, we have got a completely shut down till 31st of March in our state. And according, can you hear me, both of you? Okay. And similarly, other states of India, we have got completely banned, like up till April or up till March. And when there's a complete lockdown of all the, I mean, people are being compelled to stay at homes. There's a complete self-isolation. So when people are being completely compelled to stay at homes, there are a lot of, difficult circumstances that have been, that have come across. People are facing difficulties in purchasing their daily, purchasing daily food items, whereas some of them are facing problems to move to their workplaces. So he wants to know that whether in your nations or whether in your areas, is there a completely ban down or is there a complete lockdown of all the particular activities and whether you are compelled to stay at home or what?
Seth, you want to go first?
Sure. I was just saying earlier, I think it froze. A lot of things are getting on lockdown. So like last week, there was like a total purge of like Costco and local grocery stores. A lot of people are buying like toilet paper, bottled water, canned food, pasta, and stuff like that. All the big things with big crowds, like concerts are getting shut down and postponed. Karaoke bars are shutting down their karaoke. Six Flags and Disneyland, I actually don't know about Six Flags, but Disneyland is closing down like their parks and stuff. A lot of like places like airports are shutting down for a bit. We're just, even restaurants, local diners, they're doing only to-go orders because they're really taking this thing seriously, and we all should be taking this seriously because it's so new to us, and there's got to be some way to resolve it. But go ahead, Daniel.
Daniel, what?
Yeah, never mind. Go ahead, Darius.
Okay. he was asking another one question. What actually is going on in India? Taking the advantage of this particular COVID-19, there are many other, the prices of masks, the hand sanitizers, all these medical items, the prices have been raised up. So do you think it's fair, or do you think it's just a business policy, then it's normal thing?
Well, I think it's a natural response to there being an increase in demand. That's just how businesses work. I don't think it's something that's ideal because some people really need this stuff to survive, which is why in some parts of the US, they've made rules saying you can't increase the prices of these things. You can't hoard these sorts of things. That in turn has meant that people have bought all of it. So now there could be a lack of supply.
Yes.
So it's another one of those catch-22s. You either have a lack of supply or you have extreme prices that nobody can buy. Either way, you get the same problem. So there's not really a solution to it on that, which, sorry to be a downer on that, but that's just the natural way things go.
Natural idea, yeah. Okay, well, I just want to conclude all these things, but finally, I just want to know from you all, recently, Kim, the dictator, dictator, or you say president, whatever you say, of North Korea, he claimed that there are no patients, or there are no one who have been affected by this particular, the COVID-19. Whereas that particular nation is sharing its border with that of China. So do you think that is something logical, or is it acceptable? Do you think that?
I didn't know they were sharing water with China. I'm not really fully aware of that, but I think as far as like them getting the virus, the main way that the virus is distributed, as far as I'm aware, is through personal contact. And since North Korea is another one of those states with a significant amount of central government control, they are able to prevent the inflow of people into the nation. They have a very limited amount of migration, and that very likely has prevented the odds of someone who is infected getting into the country. So it's entirely possible that they really haven't had any cases. But also, I don't know if I necessarily trust North Korea when they report they haven't had any cases, because it's entirely possible that they could have 1 million cases and they just say they don't. Since we don't down there, we don't really know.
Yeah, and North Korea has.
Yeah, go on.
What?
Yeah, go on, Seth.
He's turning into a robot. It's like, Come on, D. Come back to us, D. D, are you breathing? D, are you okay? D, can you hear me? I swear my cat's the biggest brat. Hold on.
I'm getting you. Okay.
Cat's being a brat. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay,
North Korea is not connected.
Okay, one thing. Am I there now? Am I visible? Okay.
Yes.
Fine. You know what? Recently, as there's a news, before Wuhan city of China was the epicenter of this particular COVID-19. Now what happened? Now Europe is the epicenter. And interestingly, in China, if I show you the data, there were only, nearly 3,500 people were dead. But the number of dead patients, or the number of dead ones in Italy increased, and that were high as compared to China. So it is very dangerous. Whereas the population of Italy was only like 4 to 5 crores, something like that, and China's population was the largest.
6 crores.
So it's something, it's very, I don't understand. Actually, what do you think? What are the reasons for that? What do you want to say on that?
I think there are two reasons that that's happening. One of them is the population of Italy is the second oldest in the world. So this is it looks like we're screen sharing. Can you still hear me? Can people hear me?
I can hear you, Daniel.
Yeah, we can hear you. It's just the screen is not working properly, but we can hear your voice.
Oh, okay, cool. He's pulling up
Hey,
the statistics.
D, we don't want to see your Pornhub history.
No, but so Italy, the reason that they have a higher percentage of deaths, for one thing, they have an older general population, so they are more at risk from the virus because this is a virus that affects the elderly more than it does the young. But also, they didn't respond to the virus as fast as China did. China, well, they still made a mistake with regards to Wuhan. They should have dealt with Wuhan earlier. But then once they did deal with it, their central government power was able to shut down the entire country. So now they are not at as much risk of actually sharing the disease. So they were able to cut it out. Italy didn't have that. Even now, Italy is still trying to figure out ways to stop people from moving. Some people are quarantined, but not all of them are.
Yeah, like the way you were talking about that population pyramid. Yes, the most people of Italy are old age, like from 59, 60 of that age group. Yeah, that's right. I think that's the reason they're affected more.
Yeah, 59 plus or 55 plus, like Daniel was saying.
Okay.
Here's it.
Yeah, actually, I was trying to show you. I think actually my network problem is there. I want to show you the details and the data regarding how many people are dead. Anyway, all of us know about that. So finally, I just want to conclude up this particular thing. I would like to ask if I have any of my friends, Priyanshu, or do you have any other questions that you want to know, or do you have anything to say on this particular issue?
We use
I would
StreamYard
like to
next
say
time.
one thing. I would like to introduce you. He is Daniel. Okay, he's from Canada, and he is Seth. He's from New York, and he's Priyanshu.
Hey, guys.
Priyanshu is from. He's Akasip. Akasip is from my. Is my mate, college mate, and he's Priyanshu. Priyanshu is from my state, but in my neighboring district. So as we are here from various parts of the world, you can say. So do you have any other questions, my friends? Any one of you, or do you want to say?
Can we please use StreamYard next time?
It's another app, no? Another app.
Yeah, it's a better website, but
yeah, it's actually I didn't know about this thing, so I thought this Zoom app would be better. Anyway, do you have anything
before
to say?
before we head out, I have a question actually for those of you all from India. What is India going to do if this actually like winds up hitting bad? Because I mean, like I feel like some of the countries in the world, they're going to hurt, but I feel like if it hits India or Africa, the amount of lower class members of your guys' populace, the ones who would be most at risk, I feel like it could be really bad. Is that something that your guys are like prepared for?
Like if we weigh the pros and cons, of the situation, most people in India are youngsters, like from the age group of 20 to 30. On the other hand, we have a population of 1.32 billion. So, if we go into the third stage of coronavirus, then it will be the most fatal for us. Because in 1 square kilometer area, like there are 932 persons at an average, national average, as much I know. So if the stage 3 comes in India, so, it will be very dangerous for us. Very dangerous.
Actually,
So
what happens?
we need to
Actually,
stop
in
it at
India, the
at
main
the
problem
first
is
rate.
population density. We have a very high population density, and the area that we have, although we claim to be the 7th largest in terms of area, but the population density is very high, and so the whole organization is fearing that in case there is a spread out of this virus or of this COVID-19, 30 crores, 30 crores against 70,000 ICUs. 30 crores people against 70,000 ICUs would be affected in this virus. So it would be a very devastating case. And I don't know what a bit of future circumstances, but we all hope for the best and we all pray that this particular thing doesn't occur anyway. Finally, you know what? There is a humor. There is actually Go on. You want to ask something? Yes, Akasip, you want to ask something?
Here's it. Yeah. What's the main problem here? Actually, charity starts at home. Like we can make ourselves safe and like we can save ourselves. See, everyone starts saving themselves. No, it won't spread. But the main problem in India is that there is a high illiteracy rate, and many people, even in my surroundings, when I tell them about the virus, they are like, nothing will happen, this will not affect us, let's roam around. That's the problem. They are not
Do you
taking precautionary measures. That's the main problem here.
Okay. Yes. Anyway,
Daniel,
yes, Seth, you want to say something?
was there any other statistics or like sources you wanted to cite for us? Like I was reading like some of the source, like the statistics on AP and Wall
You're
Street
talking about
Journal.
statistics. Recently, I mean, before 10 to 20 minutes, I saw, almost every nation in the world, except a few, every nation is affected with this. And I think the situation is, in some of the nations, the situation is under control, but in many of the nations, there's there's an outbreak of it. Anyway, Priyangshu, do you have any other thing to say? Priyangshu?
একচুৱেলি অলপ দেৰি আগত আকাশদ্বীপে কৈ গৈছিলে যে আমাৰ লিটাৰেচিটো যিটো আমাৰ শিক্ষিত সেই হাৰটো কম, সেইকাৰণে বহুতে ভাবে যে কৰোণা একো নহয়, ডাঙৰ একো নহয়, জাষ্ট সৰু সাধাৰণ ফ্লু টাইপ কিবা এটা। তো মই আৰু এটা লগত এড কৰিব বিচাৰিছো যে আমাৰ যিটো শিক্ষিত হাৰ আছে সেইটো কম হয়, আৰু এনেকুৱা কিছুমান মানুহ আছে যি আমাৰ ইউটিউবত চাই পেলাই বা বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ প্ৰেক্ষাপটত বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ মিছা কথা ভাইৰেল হৈছে, আৰু সেইখিনিকে সঁচা বুলি ভাবি পেলাই এটা ভয়ংকৰ ৰূপ সৃষ্টি কৰিছে। আচলতে ইমানো এটা ভয়ংকৰ ষ্টেজ হোৱা নাই, কিন্তু মানুহে ইমানটা ভয়ংকৰলৈ লৈ গৈছে যে আমুকটো নকৰিবি, চিকেন নাখাবি, এইবোৰ ইমান ধৰণৰ ভাইৰেল কিছুমান কথা কৈ দিছে। চ' সেইটো এটা এফেক্ট কৰিছে এটা চামক, মই সেইটো কথা এড কৰিব বিচাৰিছো।
Anyway, thank you. Thank you, every one of us, for joining this particular thing. And I think that we all can, by some way or the other, if we take precautionary measures that from our home, we can keep this particular virus under control. Anyway, thank you, Daniel, for being here. Thank you.